Hello everybody, Brad on YouTube today, and I want to talk about a fragrance that I got in the mail yesterday from Dan, my makers, Vetiver Tonka. And this is a little, it's like a 2.5 milliliter decant from his big bottle that he sent me. And this is a Hermessence fragrance from the Hermes company, and according to Fragrantica, it has a vetiver, sandalwood, tonka bean, tobacco, lily of the valley, hazelnut, and praline. So I want to give you my take on this fragrance. Um, I'm not quite as enthused about it as Makers is. Um, it does have that distinct vetiver smell to it. I would say that if you liked Encre Noir, if you liked Paul Smith Story, you'd probably like this one. If you didn't like those two, you probably won't like this one. It kind of falls somewhere in the middle of that spectrum. It's not as dark as Encre Noir. It's not as bright as Paul Smith Story. It's kind of like middle of the road vetiver fragrance. Um, but with this fragrance, what I'm kind of getting is like a lightly caramelized vetiver smell. So it's still primarily vetiver, to my nose. It kind of has like a maybe 3 parts vetiver, 1 part caramel type smell to it. So it's a pleasant smell, I suppose, but nothing that really blows me over because I just don't find vetiver that great. I think it's okay on occasion, but nothing mind-boggling. So another way to describe it would be, I suppose you went to a picnic and somebody was making banana splits at the pavilion. Some kid drizzled some of the caramel sauce on the grass outside the pavilion. Kind of like that, kind of like the dirty, grassy mixed with a little bit of the sweetness of the caramel. It's kind of what I'm getting here. But the caramel is very subdued. It's still mostly that vetiver note that's pushing through and is going to pretty much make it or break it, I think, for most people. Irregardless how you feel about the sweet notes, the vetiver is still gonna be the one that decides it for you, I think. So on a final note, I'd just like to say that this will probably be my final vetiver review, unless I stumble across another vetiver fragrance, which I don't plan on doing. If somebody sends me one, if I get one as part of a lot, maybe I'll do another vetiver review, but I don't really plan on it. So my final thoughts on vetiver, I would say you could probably skip this one with the vetiver Tonka. Um, Definitely can skip the Paul Smith Story. Even Encre Noir isn't all that mind-boggling to me. I would say the best vetivers that I've come across are still Terry de Hermes, Tom Ford's Gray Vetiver, and something like Contradiction by Calvin Klein. So I would say maybe on a scale 1 to 10, this is about maybe a 6.5 or 7. You know, as far as I mean, if I had to choose between Vetiver Tonka and Encre Noir, I might actually take this one over Encre Noir because I think it would probably be a little bit easier to wear. I think according to Dan's um, experiment at work, he said that people seem to like Encre Noir better. I think if I were to smell this on somebody, I would probably like this a little better than the Encre Noir just because it's a little bit sweeter and a little bit brighter. But if you're looking for something woodsy or darker, I guess the Encre Noir would be better. So yeah, you know, I would say you can pass on this one, especially considering the huge price tag that you're getting with these Hermessence fragrances. So yeah, I think Terry de Hermes should just stick with their Terry de Hermes vetiver and just kind of let this one go away. I don't see this one as being a big seller. Um, it's just okay, overpriced. So there you go, guys. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.